Hey guys, welcome to Aqua Road Radio, episode number 11. It is Sunday, December 2nd, 2007, and I'm your host, Shravan Warez, and joining me, of course, is Warez.
It's about time too.
I know it's been forever.
Oh, how do we
alright.
how do we do this again? I
I
need
don't know, dude.
I need a
I don't know.
refresher course or something.
I had a whole week off of school during Thanksgiving break, and I don't know what happened. We just didn't.
Yeah, all sorts of things came up. One thing after another either knocked me out of contention or knocked you out of contention.
Right, it was crazy. And then, like, the last week has just been homework nonstop, term projects and stuff for me because of finals, so. Man, the next episode's definitely gonna, sometime after December 18th.
That's right, it's gonna be a real short,
that's gonna be
sweet
good.
episode. Boom, 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 we're done.
20 minutes tops.
That's right. This one, however, may take the record.
Oh, no, it will. It will.
Yes, it will.
No, it's not possible to not take the record.
I'm tired and cranky already just thinking about it.
Man, we're gonna get to bed at like 4 in the morning if we get to bed at 4 in the
All
morning.
I ask for is time to take a shower before I have to get ready to go to work.
It's not too unreasonable.
No.
No, not at all. But something we're not gonna get either, so.
Oh well.
So let's get turned on. So yeah, sorry about the huge delay, guys. We didn't expect it to happen. Things just kept coming up. But I wanted to run something by you, Warez. What do you think of throwing a party?
What do I think of what?
Throwing a party.
Throwing a party. Oh,
Yeah.
kind of like Maple Radio does.
Sort of, but we won't record while doing it because I can't.
That would be
Well, we can.
fun.
I mean, if you want, and you can. No, wait, we can't. Never mind. That just wouldn't make sense.
That has possibilities. I like that.
So I'm thinking we set like a date, like next week sometime. What is it, the 2nd? And it's gonna take me a couple days to audio edit. Man, this isn't cool. We could do something on the 8th. Sound good?
I like it.
So we set the date for the 8th, December 8th, 2007, and we pick a time and we have everyone meet up in Ludi in someone else's house, number 2. And I was scoping it out earlier yesterday. It's a good place to throw a party.
Nice.
But I figure we give them this week.
I like it. It's an awesome idea. So this means just our Wendian listeners will.
No. See, we give them this week so that the people on other channels could get their characters up to level 10 and hightail it over to Ludi.
Now I'm following you.
So it'd be good. Hopefully we can. Oh man, maybe we should push it back from Saturday. I have a term project due Wednesday and a final on Thursday. So I don't know how much of this podcast is actually gonna get recorded, or I mean edited. Maybe I won't edit it. Maybe I'll just put it out. How's that sound?
Oh yeah, we'll just do it perfectly the first time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're flawless, right?
Yes, we are. Not.
It's like, yeah. So, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll pick a date later on in the episode, possibly somewhere toward the end when we know what's gonna happen.
And we're really tired and we're not thinking straight.
We'll be like, let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, do it tomorrow. Yeah.
But yeah, enough time to give people on other servers, all you guys who want to join us, make them level 10, whatever. Bring it over. We'll have fun. It'll be good.
Bring it.
We'll go terrorize a map of teddies or something with an army of level 10s. That'd be awesome.
I love it.
People with F6ing all over the place, and we'll be screaming about Aqua Road.
For Sparta.
It'd be cool. For Sparta. But yeah, that's all I had to say before we got into the bulk of the matter, and it's a big bulk.
Oh my god.
Anything you want to add before we jump into news?
Nope. Let's hit it.
Aqua Road Radio News.
So, it's been so incredibly long since the last time we recorded
Where do we start?
that patch 4.7, the one that brought the turkeys to us, came out. Thanksgiving passed, and I'm sure it's in danger of actually switching over to the Christmas patch. So we're cutting it close.
Did you save your Christmas stuff from last year?
I actually missed out on Christmas and Thanksgiving last year.
Oh,
Because I played during the summer and then quit and start up again in March.
okay.
Because school jumped me and all that. But
Gotcha.
so turkeys.
Turkeys. Robotic. Crazy robotic turkeys.
It's such a spoof of Robot Chicken. Have you ever seen the show?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen / heard of Family Guy?
Yes.
Okay, so the same people or I guess is it Seth Green? I think so. But the same guy who made Family Guy, made Robot Chicken, and it's basically like short claymation clips that are usually bloody and violent and completely inappropriate. And they're spoofs of various different things, but the things that they pick are like, anyway. So the whole show is called Robot Chicken, and there's nothing about chickens or robots in the whole show except the intro sequence where the scientist makes the robot chicken and straps it to a chair and forces it to watch a gazillion shows.
Nice.
But yeah, so yeah, turkeys shooting lasers, not cool, and they're powerful.
Oh, they are?
Well, relative. I mean, they show up in the slime tree, and you're like, crap, because you can't kill them at level 10.
That's true.
Oh man, it's painful. And I've been training my my new character because strength mages are all in the rage these days, apparently.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, so turkeys definitely get to you, but other than that, they drop stuffing, which I thought stuffing was made from potatoes, or something that you put
Bread.
in a bread. Oh, bread. So obviously, I know nothing about Thanksgiving.
And what else do they drop? Corn.
Corn. Corn. Yes, they do.
And they drop cranberry sauce straight from the cranberry sauce tree.
Exactly.
Which
crazy.
It's actually kind of a nice pot for mages.
30 weapon attack for how long?
I thought it was for mages.
Yeah, no, it's 30 weapon attack, or no, I mean magic attack. My bad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But how long does it last? Do you know?
10 minutes maybe. I don't know.
It's actually pretty good, and they drop often enough for it to be worth using.
Sure, I can see this one getting saved and sold long after the event's done.
Hopefully, something like that won't go to too much waste, which will be good. And then there's the whole pie thing that they made up.
Insanity. Pie is greater than cake, though.
Oh no, definitely it is. It is. Well, I guess it depends on the pie.
Well, yeah, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie rules, though. The only thing better than pumpkin pie is pecan pie.
And cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
No. Am I the only one who likes cherry? No one likes cherry pie.
I like cherry pie. It's not my favorite, though.
I haven't had pecans, though.
So how many pies have you made?
None.
None. Oh, my God, is Blaze going to tear into you if he finds out?
He is. Oh, oh crap. He's a listener.
Wait, he's got pie insanity on the mind.
He's collected 200 pies in 2 days
He's
or something.
a pie slave driver, he is.
Yes, he is.
How many pies have you guys made? He checks every day. How many pies have you guys made?
He's gonna kick me out of our guild banner because of that, probably.
Well, I'm sorry to say, I've only made 40, I think.
Well, that's more than 0.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. But I mean, everyone alright, Heifer is playing all over what's it called? Hensy's hunting grounds. Everyone's at Hensy's and no one can train.
Yeah.
Everyone's using Roar, and I guess it's always like that. But they're offering some kind of helmet.
Yes, I don't know what the specifics are, but the top guild gets a helmet, and some of the high-powered guilds are really getting kind of vicious about it. I think it's kind of shameful in a way, but
it's yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's people have been saving pies up since last year.
Yep.
So I mean, obviously they're gonna win it because they are a head start.
And they're going around and buying them up.
Right, definitely. Those things are selling really quick.
Oh yeah.
And then something about turkeys supposedly dropping rare Thanksgiving items. Have you ever gotten one?
No.
I haven't either. I haven't even seen one.
They
I haven't heard of them yet.
The Thanksgiving hat, the pilgrim hat. They dropped the maple hauntus, hat.
Oh, is that where those come
I
from?
think so. And then
Oh.
there's
Wait,
also
I got a Maple Hauntus from Kursai,
huh?
I think.
Oh, maybe. I thought that's
Maybe
what
not.
they dropped. Wasn't there
Maybe
also
there were turkeys at Kursai's.
there was also a war axe or something they dropped or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
Couldn't tell you because I haven't gotten a single
eh.
one.
We're getting gypped. I guess probably because we haven't made enough pies. That's probably it. Yeah.
And I've killed plenty of turkeys, trust me. Not for any particular reason except that it's fun.
Right.
Pow,
Watching
pow.
them electrocute themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the stuffing and the corn and the cranberry sauce can be used to make this dinner fixing quest,
Ah.
which is really nice. Can't do it till level 20, which I found that the hard way.
Uh-oh.
But even at level 20, it's really nice because it gives you like 25% of your EXP right off the bat.
This is the one that you go visit mom and dad,
Yeah, and you get an allowance,
get an allowance, and
and you get to spend it.
yeah, then it converts to a card that will change into maple points,
Eventually, supposedly.
supposedly.
I don't know. They say they expire on December 20th,
Okay.
but that seems kind of late
Yeah.
because I figured the Christmas stuff will be up by then. But I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just taking up space in my inventory right now. It's annoying.
Well, that's why I didn't do too many of them. And then I figured out and I calculated that each one of these cards is worth approximately 90 cents.
Yeah.
And you're going to let these things clog your inventory for 90
Mhm.
cents worth of... Yeah, I didn't think it was worth it, so I didn't do it too
Well,
much.
they add up, and if you don't buy an X or you're not allowed to or whatever,
This
then,
is true.
if you do enough of these, you can at least buy like one face or something. Which is
Oh,
pretty
sure,
cool.
definitely. I mean, it's cool. I'm just saying I didn't find it worth it personally, so I didn't pursue it
Oh,
all that
yeah.
much.
Same here. I have like 4. But this Maplelicious meal and Thanksgiving poems are some real life things that you can do supposedly on the website.
Really?
Um,
I haven't heard
I'm
about
not really
this
sure
part.
if you can. I'm not sure if you can actually do them anymore because we waited for so long. But
well, you could do them at one point.
it's, something about the Maplelicious meal is something about like you. I think it's where you take a picture of your Thanksgiving feast and you send it in. And,
Oh, really?
I think maybe.
Huh.
It doesn't even matter anymore because Thanksgiving's done, and if you guys didn't know about it then, you can't even do it now anyway,
Yeah,
so it
it's
doesn't
tough.
really matter.
Thanksgiving is so passe.
Have you noticed that people just skip over Thanksgiving these days? Like, I mean, as soon as Halloween ends, it's straight to Christmas.
If I could stop it, my friend, I would.
All about Christmas, which is good. I mean, everyone loves presents.
Well, presents are good. Christmas is good, but not before Thanksgiving. Heck, not for at least a week and a half after Thanksgiving. It annoys
Oh
me.
no, see, that's when you hit my birthday, so that's a little too late.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're sorry that I'm growing old? Is that it?
No. I'm sorry that I was trying to take it away from you. I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and happy birthday, by the way.
In a couple weeks.
In a
The
couple
13th,
weeks.
actually. I turned 21. How crazy is that?
Oh, all right.
I know, it's crazy. It's kind of scary. I don't know. My friends, and everyone is gonna like drown me in alcohol, and I don't drink, so we'll see how that turns out.
Oh, that's like the unstoppable force meets the the immovable object. Should be interesting.
I'll take. Maybe we'll podcast about it. Um. Also, patch 4.7 made it so that on your account, you know how you used to have to specify if your account is all male or all female.
Correct.
Now, when you create a character, under all the options about choosing the face and the hair and the sword and the leather sandals or the red rubber boots or whatever, the last option is now gender, and you can change your character from male to female.
Interesting.
So you can have an account. I guess they got sick and tired of people making multiple accounts just to have a male and female character, and so now they're letting people choose.
Well, that's pretty cool. I had no idea.
I don't know why that is though. That's weird. I wonder if they change any of the rules for marriages and stuff. Maybe they're allowing same-sex marriage or something now, as well.
I don't think
I
they're gonna
doubt
go
that.
that far.
No, probably not.
No.
And then this next game card surprise.
What is this all about? You
Was-
can win a laptop, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, I you buy the game cards from what, like Target or CVS or the places that you see around in the game anyway.
Oh yeah.
But you actually go to the store and you actually purchase one of these things, a $10, $25, or $20 NX cash card, and apparently, if you're a lucky winner, you can win a laptop, which is cool, but
Yeah.
seems completely out of place. Like,
Yep.
why would you? Okay.
You're already on a computer.
Right. I mean, I can understand you'd like a computer, but obviously the laptop they're going to send you isn't going to be anything worth using. I don't know. It's an option, I guess, but the chances that you're going to win it are probably really, really low.
Very,
so
very, very slim. Yes.
don't bank your college laptop fund on it or something.
And they added gifting. They fixed gifting, and it's back.
How did they fix it? I don't see how this solved any of the problems from before.
Well, it forces you to buy cards. Well, from their viewpoint, they make more money.
Or charge cash. Yeah.
Do you actually get the tokens when you charge cash? I thought it was just when you use cards.
I haven't done it yet, but I believe you do. I'm not 100% sure though. But the
I
site
thought-
does say when you charge
Oh,
you
okay.
charge NX cash,
Okay.
I believe.
I must have read wrong then.
But so now it's not unlimited now, and so you buy NX cash, and
Right.
each time you buy, you get a gift thingy.
Right. For every 5K NX that you buy, you get a token, which allows you to gift 5K.
Interesting. But now there's the whole like people selling NX for mesos again and things like that.
Yep.
But frankly, I prefer people selling NX for mesos than I do people actually going to those websites and buying mesos, because the websites promote hacking.
This is true. Hacking,
and this is
hacking
actually a
and
win-win
farming.
situation. It helps out people who don't have NX, and it helps out people who need mesos. So I don't know, but it's still against terms of service. But I don't think it should be.
Interesting.
But that's another day. We'll talk about that when we have less time, or more time, or something.
Okay. And they had some Black Friday sales, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was like a week and a half ago.
Yes, they did. These things were interesting. There was like I think there was like a 5 picosecond gap in which you could actually get in and actually purchase something, because as we all know, Nexon has a tendency to run out of electrons all the time.
Yeah.
They
well,
ran
actually,
out. They ran out again.
What'd they run out of? Did you try to buy something?
No, but people have told me that
Oh.
they tried to get in and it was like boom, closed almost instantly.
They also said they were gonna sell some specialty item or something
Oh.
on like the Friday on Black Friday at 8:00 p.m. From like 8 to 9 or something like that, and only a set amount. But I heard it was a package of some sort. Forget what it was. But
Oh
supposedly
yeah,
it was
someone was
stupid.
mentioning something about a package.
Oh, package of EXP coupons for like hairstyles or something.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think. I don't know. Supposedly it was cheap, and it was like worth buying if you're considering using EXP hair, which quite a bit of it is actually really good. So, but yeah, let's not dwell on it because it's in the past.
Quite. Then
Go for it.
Then we had a server check, and something went horribly awry. So we had a emergency server check, and it got more screwed up. So we had still another one.
And then at like 3 a.m. in the morning, after like the 2 server checks, they were like, emergency cash shop server check, and which lasted like 15 minutes, but they messed up so much.
Yes. Yes.
Did anything happen to you because of it, Warez?
No, nothing at all.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got lucky too.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people dropped like 2-3 levels.
Yes, they did.
And Jesper from our guild. Oh, he went from 69 to 70.
Right.
Did the job advanced.
Yes, he
This
did.
happened. He fell back to
He fell back.
69. Had to regain his experience, make 70, and redo the job advance
He may be the only person who's ever had to do the third job advance twice.
on the same character.
Yes. Sweet.
So yeah,
Nexon. Epic fail. Epic fail.
But people lost levels, people lost percent. It was like random. People lost mesos.
Right.
Um, and
Oh,
it had something
oh,
to do with if you had like pie stuff, right?
right. If you were carrying pie makings,
Mhm.
I think it was just one kind of pie making,
Mhm.
then you were nailed. And luckily, I needed those slots for something the day before, and I had dropped a bunch of stuff. I had like 40 of something, 30 of something.
Oh, really?
I dropped it all because I
Oh
needed those
man.
slots, and I got
Mhm.
lucky. You asked me if anything happened to me. I did have a long period of time where I couldn't get into various functions in the cash shop.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a day and a half. I couldn't get into the cash shop, most of it
Mhm.
anyway. It was bizarre, but
But Blaze didn't get nothing happened to Blaze. He's our like pie collecting slave
well,
driver.
maybe he had converted everything to pies. Once it's converted to pies,
Oh, it's just the item
it's
itself.
yes, it was just the makings, and
Oh, okay.
only one of them. I forget which one it was.
Wow. Blaze got lucky too then.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was weird the things that happened. Like some users couldn't even log on. And I think it was quite a few of the UK users and a couple from the US.
wow,
People couldn't drop items. People couldn't accept trades. Yeah, it was bad time. It was bad
epic
time.
fail, epic
But they
fail.
sort of made up for it. Yes.
Oh, some people though, some people who actually lost ended up making out like bandits because
Making out what?
then, in order to make up for their epic fail, they had 2x EXP and 2x
Uh,
drop for everybody for what, 4 days? I think it was.
yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right. And then people who lost stuff got free 2x EXP cards stacked on top of
Ooh.
that. And if they had
To
their
help make up for their levels and stuff that they lost,
right,
because they couldn't reimburse the levels for some reason. They don't keep them on file supposedly.
which is bizarre.
Which, yeah, I guess it costs more money to store more electrons.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, so um, it was they made up for it decently, I guess. They did what they could do. Um, what they could have done is not mess it up in the first place, but
Yeah, that's true.
like that's ever gonna happen.
Right. A lot of people who know me know how I feel about 2x EXP. They were teasing me to no end. Where's
Yeah.
where's you can't train neener it's 2x EXP. Well, folks, you didn't really quite get where I'm coming from on that.
It's not fair because some people have it and some people don't.
Right. But if
But
everybody's
here,
got it, I mean, I don't think it's a perfect world, but I didn't have any real issues with it.
hmm
Well, while we're on the subject of 2x EXP, I've got a few thoughts I might want to share.
This week's rant.
Well, I've gotten some heat from 2x users, 2x EXP users, over my constant harping on their use of what I think of weakness at best and legitimatized cheat at worst. They say, lay off, Warez. It isn't even a PvP game. Why are you getting your tidy whities in such a big bunch? Well, I think the fairest response to that attitude is to look at this the way I looked at the whole Tiger issue a few episodes ago. Actually, well, it's quite a few episodes ago.
Nah,
So
something.
if you are a pro 2x EXP user, answer this question, please. What is the real difference between two people playing one character and one person getting a boost which artificially doubles their efforts, especially when other people don't have access to that boost? Most people listen to me who listened to me then seem to agree that Tiger shouldn't be on the main game rankings, but should have a legitimate but separate ranking. Well, why not then for 2xers? But where does it all end? Are we someday going to have dozens of separate rankings? Well, why not just play on one of those independent pirate servers where you can get 10x EXP and 10x drops? Because it wouldn't really be the same thing, would it?
I
Well,
guess not.
let's return to the analogy I used then. Imagine that same foot race again. We have already determined that tag teams shouldn't be considered in the same race. They should have their own standings. What should we think, however, about those racers who have paid a premium to the race organizers to have a special privilege? You have entered the race for free, but they have paid a high price to get an artificial boost in their running speed. Wouldn't this be like a biker in the Tour de France paying the organizers to use performance-enhancing drugs? Or an NFL receiver who gets to ride on a motorcycle for half of the downs? What would you think of such athletes? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even call them athletes. Well, the nickname for 2xEXP is steroids, and it's an appropriate one. Well, what do we do about athletes who use the steroids in real life? We strip them of their titles, and if they have set records, we erase them, or perhaps we leave them and put an asterisk by them. The asterisk means they did not compete on a level playing field with the others in the same sport. They had an unfair advantage, or for some reason or other should not be directly compared to other players. Well, this then is the point and the key phrase, level playing field. There should be a level playing field, and everybody ought to respect that. Hackers don't, however, and neither do 2Xers. I know, it's kind of harsh.
That is kind of harsh.
Sorry. The point has been made.
Leveling us with hackers, Warez. That's really
no,
harsh.
No. I'll clear it up in a bit. The point has been made by Pro 2Xers that it's not a PvP game, and therefore, with no direct comparison, it should be a moot point about 2X. But I beg to differ. It's not meant to be a direct competition, but it is nonetheless, and we all kind of know it. And PvP doesn't necessarily imply no competition. Level limits access to many things, and which can limit your access to equips that you need to level further. Now, I know quite a big group of 2Xers. Most are fairly discreet about using it. They don't act proud about it, with a few notable exceptions, but they're almost all competitive. They engage in what I call friendly competitions with other people in their social groups, often against people who don't have 2X, and they aren't always upfront about using 2X while doing it. Also, there's this continuing stupidity about attitudes about noobiness. No one wants to be a noob. We all want to level at a respectable rate. Well, what then to think about someone who comes ripping past your level at 3 or 5 levels a day? Make you feel kind of bad. I would make the same kind of argument against 2X that I make against hackers, although I'm not saying that they're the same thing. I don't give a rat's behind of what you do or don't like about the game. If you think levels come too slowly and you're not having fun, then don't play. There's nothing special about you, like there's nothing special about me. I don't deserve special privileges, and neither do you. It matters not one bit what Nexon has legitimatized it. There's a huge gulf between legal and right. If Congress makes it legal to persecute black people and discriminate against them, is it now right? Of course not. Any moral person knows that. They know that legal actions are often hideously wrong. Legality is the only difference I see sometimes between hacking and 2X. When you respect the level playing field, you agree that eliteness or proness or whatever comes from skills and smarts. A 2Xer thinks they can just buy these things. They are sadly mistaken. This is why I have had no real beefs with the recent 2X events like we were just talking about. Some people thought I would. Why would I care if everyone got it? There's no reason not to like 2X, but it was only for a few days. I even see nothing wrong with the special 2X cards given as compensation for people who lost stuff. It was a crude way of reestablishing the playing field. It was probably the best way they could do it after such a colossal screw-up. Like I've said, there's more arguments that can be made against 2X, but these are more of a personal philosophy type of argument, and I'm not going to stuff them in people's faces anymore. Like, why are you in such a rush to level? Why not stop and enjoy the unique things about the level you're at? I'm thinking this is kind of like trying to tell young people not to be in such a rush to grow up. Everybody is, and everyone regrets it later. But trying to tell people this is like yelling at a stone. You're not going to get many results. Also, there's a very valid point that it makes you weak and unable to train. This is also a useful thing to say to 2Xers, just as trying to say this to a drug user. The drug makes you feel strong, even as it weakens you. I think it's probably the same with 2X. The thing is, I can't stop you guys from using 2X, and indeed, some small part of your hard-earned cash is actually going to improve the free parts of the game for me. But don't you dare act like you're all that, because you're not. And when you meet someone who's your level and who did it on 1x, take off your hat and say ma'am or sir, since they are twice the player you are. So go ahead, grab that 2x card, but take a big old slice of humble pie. Thank you.
That was well put together, Warez, but oddly harsh at random times.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so comparing them to hackers is one thing, but drug users? I mean, come on, Warez.
Well,
But we do see where you're coming from, so.
yeah, I know. Maybe I went a little too far.
Nah, it's cool, whatever. We speak our mind, we get thrown off the air. You know how it works. It's cool. It's cool.
Well, I'm willing to listen to other points of view.
Oh no, definitely. Completely understandable. But yeah, you definitely have your right to opinion, and everyone else is
Right. Now,
able to have theirs too.
folks, that was a rant. That was Warez' opinion.
Yes.
It wasn't necessary.
Don't take it to heart, and I hope we didn't hurt any of your feelings or anything.
No, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings.
I mean, well, as a side note, because yeah, we didn't mean to. But yeah, you did raise some really good points. I guess the thing is, people buy 2x because it's there. I mean, it's available, and
Right.
they have. I mean, because it's more of the fact that the option is available to them that they do it more than they have any moral qualms against it or anything like that.
Right.
And a lot of people just like rushing to the higher levels so that they can do the things that higher levels can do, without having to linger through the
I understand.
lazy, boring levels.
I understand that point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want people to miss things that you can do when you're at lower level too.
Like all the quests. That's probably why everyone's missing out on all the quests. I tallied up my quests the other day. I thought I've done like 14 or 15. I've done 40. I've done a good 43 quests or something like that.
Nice.
I was like,
Wow.
oh wow. Yeah, I was proud of myself. It was cool. And then I did a couple more. And
Right.
It was a good feeling.
Well,
Good
I hope
feeling.
folks got out of my rant. Not that I'm getting really down on 2xers. What I'm mainly doing is getting down on 2xers and then go around and think they're God because they're leveling so fast.
Right.
They're actually just the opposite. The person who does the same thing on 1x is twice the player.
You said something about racing, didn't you?
Right. Well, I was using the same analogy I did my 4 or 5 episodes ago when we talked about Tiger being played by a whole group of people.
Oh, right. But it's cool. I haven't. Okay, so funny story. During the double EXP event,
Okay.
my strength mage was leveling at the speed of a regular level 31 or 32 during 1x. Like it was pathetically sad.
Oh, wow.
I was leveling every hour and a half at level 31 with double EXP event going on. Yeah, it was slow.
Oh,
So, that was pretty bad.
painful.
34 to 35 was so hard because the event ended and I was like, oh man, Teddy's took forever. Okay, enough about me and my stupidness of making a strength mage because those are the most useless. They're worse than perma beginners because perma beginners put strength and dex and they cap their dex and they go up all strength, but strength mages have that 20 int because they need the int to become mage, and it's just
But then
Yeah.
you get that 20 int gets you, what does it get you? It gives you claw, doesn't it?
it gives me 1 energy bolt. We don't even get claw.
Oh, okay. That's too much.
Because we have to max magic armor up as well as magic guard.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a
we need
senseless,
that extra defense.
senseless waste.
It's so sad. I have so much fun playing it though, but
Oh, I believe it.
during
I
the-
believe it.
During the Ludi party, I got defamed
No.
I got defamed by a guy because I was officially a nub because I couldn't heal people because of my 20 int. And my heal at level 5 healed 1 HP.
Oh,
which
he was
kinda sad.
expecting the normal clerical supporting skills from you.
Right, but the thing is, we were in the party. He was we had 2 clerics. I was one of them, and he was the other. And the other cleric defamed me because I wasn't healing right, and I was like, what's it matter? Does
And
it
you
matter?
call me harsh?
Okay,
That's harsh.
that was really harsh. I was like, what the hell? And I was just cursing at me left and right because I was not cool. And I was like, okay. But then you run into like other people who are like, wow, strength mage, never heard of them, and it's a lot of fun. And then they like stick around in your party, and you make high level friends, and then they help you out because they feel sorry for you.
I've always kind of liked all the weird hybrid classes and stuff. I've always thought about perma beginners. Oh, that's cool. That's class. That's what am I trying to say? That's respectful.
Dedication.
Dedication. Yes.
Well, they do get a lot of really nice perks. Well, by a lot I mean like, well, 2.
What are they?
Well, first of all, they never get a job, so their taxi fares are always 120 or 100
Oh, nice.
or 90 or 80 or whatever.
Sure.
And then also when they die, they don't lose experience because they never got a job.
That's right. That's right.
So they can basically like go wherever they want and explore and not lose. But I mean, strength mages, yeah, we lose XP when we die. Everything costs more money for us. It's impossible. It's sad.
I started one once, and then I realized this is utter foolishness.
How pathetic it is. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted to make a luck warrior for the longest time,
Oh, okay.
and just because I figured that luck, if I put enough luck in, it'd do something. But it sounds kind of stupid right now. But maybe I'll make one. We'll see.
Yay! Newbie tips.
Something useless that everyone already knows.
Newbie tips. Because we were all new once.
Alright guys, so when participating in party quests, you'll no doubt hear people talking about tracks. And so I myself have been at a point when I first started playing Maple where I didn't know what a track was, and I've run across people during training up the Strength Mage, because, you need party questing when you're in Strength Mage. But, no, run across a lot of people who actually don't know what a track is as well. So I figured, newbie tip, tracks are really important.
Oh yeah.
So a track is basically nothing more than someone's IGN, or in-game name. And it's called a track because you use it to track a party's progress through a party quest, generally. So to track someone using their IGN, you type /find, F-I-N-D, put a space, and then type in their IGN, or their in-game name. For example, if it's used during the Caring Party quest, you'll find it saying something along the lines of Hidden Street, first accompaniment, open bracket, stage 1, close bracket, or something like that.
Hidden Street.
And basically, knowing that there's only 5 stages in the Caring Party quest, there's the 4 stages, and the boss also has the last stage. As you keep doing this /find, you can track people's progress. You can see which stage they're in, so then you'll know when they're about to leave, so that you can actually click on Laculus to get into the party quest yourself.
Nice.
So tracks are useful for all the party quests, or if you ever want to find someone and don't know where they are, and it tells you exactly where they are, and you can hunt them down yourself.
Being a good tracker will get you in to many good PQ groups. If you're trying to find a group, say, go around, you advertise joining PQ, have track. Good chance you're getting in.
The thing is with the Caring Party quest, it's not as intense because you have the party quest lasts half an hour. It takes you maybe 10-15 minutes to get through. But with the Ludi Party quest, each time you go through, you have an hour to do it, and it takes about half an hour to 40 minutes, depending on the stages and how it goes for you. So having a track is very, very important.
It gets intense.
We talked about it before, but in one of the third newbie tip, I think, about screenshots.
Oh, yes.
Because jump into channel 1 or just scroll through the channels. As soon as you log on, take a few screenshots. Open up your screenshots in Paint or whatever, and write down the IGNs that you see, the names of people.
Helps.
And then you just have this list of people who are currently online. Go on, and by the time you're done looking through all your pictures and write down the names and stuff, one of those people is bound to be in one of the party quests. So
Correct.
You already have a track to start with.
Right. Helps to have 2 monitors.
Oh wait, yeah, definitely, definitely does. Do you have two monitors, Warez?
Yes, I do.
Jealous. I have a second one. I just can't put it up because then I wouldn't have a desk.
Oh,
I need my space. Um, but yeah, so tracking insanely important, and yeah, that's about it.
nice.
Quest Corner, a slice of gaming pie.
So, this quest corner is Mr. Wetbottom's secret book, and it is
I
level
love
30
his
quest.
name. I love his
Mr.
name.
Wetbottom in the VIP sauna. He wears this like really short tank top. Yeah, it's scarring. But so this quest is suggested, well, not really, but should be by pretty much like every dexless, luckless, whateverless jobber out there.
Indeed.
So, okay, the most upsetting thing about going dexless or luckless is, that you barely equip anything. It's hard to come by things you can equip because if you're a warrior, you need additional dex. Dex is like your secondary attribute that lets you equip stuff, and if you're a mage, you need luck to equip stuff, and so on and so forth.
Correct.
So, basically, equipping things is hard, and to compensate for that, those who choose this path needs to like scroll their equips as well as possible, generally with the dex or luck or whatever they need, and the sauna robe is definitely one of these equips.
Indeed.
So the quest kicks off in Sleepywood, in the VIP sauna, to be precise. As a side note, the VIP sauna costs about 1,000 mesos, $9.99 to enter. So make sure you have at least 2,000 mesos so you can get in to get the quest and get in again to complete the quest. Go ahead and talk to Mr. Wetbottom in the VIP sauna, and he'll tell you some sob story about some book he had and losing it and how he wants it back and yada yada yada. And so you head out to Alinea, and you take this top exit, and you go 2 more maps to the left. And the first tree you come across shouldn't have any monsters in it, and if you go all the way up, you should see a little boy named Ronnie. And you talk to him, and he'll tell you about this book and how he ran away with it and doesn't want to part with it and unless he gets something in return. And, like all little kids, he takes food over books any day. And so he asks for food. And so he doesn't... Okay, but it's not just like ordinary food. This kid asks for like specialty foods. He's got this like... What's the word? Gourmet taste. He wants 1 Rina's Unagi special and some fresh milk.
What a picky kid.
So, yeah, I know, right? Like, well, I guess he's like, what? He looks like he's like 6, so all kids are picky.
Yeah.
Nah. You've been there, Warez.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, let's start with the Unagi. You head over to Henzi's and you talk to Rina. And she's the girl to, like, the right of the haystacks. The haystacks at the left of Henzi's. Yeah, anyway, you'll find her. Just start at the cab and start walking right past the haystacks, and you'll run into Rina. And so she says that she can make this Unagi special if she gets 50 cursed eyes and 5 pig heads.
Wow, that's a lot of
First of
unagi.
all, that sounds disgusting. but okay, well, the kids have weird tastes. That's what I'm going to boil it down to. But, alright, for the pig heads, you head over, no pun intended, to Pig Beach, and you terrorize the channel while apologizing fervently for all the casting you'll most likely be doing.
No.
By accident, of course.
Accident. Of
Yes.
course.
Hence
Okay.
the apologizing fervently. And for the cursed eyes tales, you go back to Alinea, back to the same map that you found Ronnie on, and another one of the trees in there is called the Forest North of Alinea 3. Is a tree full of cursed eyes and has the occasional turkey in it now because of this stupid event.
How do turkeys get inside of a tree?
Turkeys get inside of like the 8th story of a tree or something.
Bizarre. Maple logic.
Turkeys are insane. But yeah, so you hurry back to Henzi's and you talk to Rina and you collect your Unagi special. And for the fresh milk, you need to get a diamond. Expensive fresh milk. What kind of milk costs a diamond?
Wow.
So you grab 10 diamond ores. Either you have them from training or you spend forever finding them, or you go and buy a diamond itself from the free market. or whatever, and you give it to Rowan the fairy, who's located in Alinea, and she will give you some fresh milk. And the fresh milk looks oddly like a white potion, so don't sell it. I don't think you can because it's a quest item, but not really sure, so just in case. Anywho, so you run back to Ronnie, and you grab this book, and you go to Mr. Wetbottom in the VIP sauna, back into Sleepywood. So it'd be nice if while you're in the VIP sauna to just pick up a Sleepywood scroll, so you can just warp back over there. And for all this trouble, he'll give you 5,000 experience, 10,000 mesos, and the sauna robe. Now, if your character is male, you'll get the blue sauna robe, and if your character is female, you'll get the red one. And the only difference is that the red one's only equipable by females, and the blue one's only equipable by males, and they have the same stats. It's 30 weapon defense and plus 10 avoid, and so it's all great. So you grab one of these things, and if you can't use it, you throw scrolls at it, and you end up making it uber, and it sells really nicely, and even clean, it sells relatively high for being an overall. And yeah, so it's good to go, because usually dex scrolls for one are really cheap, at least 100%, and being an overall, it has 10 slots, so you just grab 100% scrolls, dex it to death, and then all of a sudden you have plus 10 avoid, plus 10 accurate, or plus 10 dex, and a 30 weapon defense armor. But it's crazy. Okay, I saw 31 dex, I think, of these things on Basil, selling for like 400 something million mesos.
Wow.
If you end up scrolling this right, it makes you a lot of money. These things go well. These things go well in the market.
Oh yes, there's a lot of luckless, whateverless people out there, and yeah.
Strengthless.
Strengthless. What I've always wondered?
What?
Well, spending time in the free market, you come into some shops, nothing but like 24 sauna robes. How?
Yeah.
Where? How? Why?
People just make like character and then like get it to level 30, do this quest and delete it and make another character.
And that's what they do. They just send it to their main. Yeah, I guess.
I think so. I don't know. I've heard rumors of people making sins, and if they if they're highly funded and they're like stocked, they make ilbs, or they use ilbs and they use a double exp card. They can get to level 30 in a day, is what I hear.
Whoa.
So they might just be running through this over and over, like making a character, making a sin, getting to 30, doing this quest, switching all the items back over to another character, deleting this character, making a new one, giving it back to the ilbs and stuff.
Those
I don't know.
poor innocent characters.
But it makes a lot of money.
Those poor innocent characters.
Just dying unfortunate deaths. Of deletion.
Nice work, my man.
Oh, we don't have a hotspot.
No, we don't. We're skipping hotspots this time.
We are skipping hotspots, which means we have something new.
Brand new.
Something new that I don't have the singer for yet. So let's talk about random things while I go get it.
The new.
That wasn't subtle.
This new feature it's shiny. Oh, it's shiny. We've been, actually I can start part of it. I can give the intro to it because I'm going to give a little bit of an intro to the new feature itself before I actually get into specifics. Okay. It's called Party Center, and it's about party quests. This is a feature suggested by many listeners and something we've been considering for some time. We just weren't quite sure how to do it. Because there's a number of limitations. There's only so many party quests or accompaniments, as they're called by the game. But with the ongoing patches to the game, bringing more and more towns and quests and party quests, I mean, it's getting to the point where we actually have some material to work with here. Nonetheless, it's necessarily not going to be a regular feature because we'd run out quickly. Also, these quests can be quite complicated, and some would take entire episodes to do them justice, like this one is about to. So what?
Whereas it's forever.
What you're going to hear, we're going to be primers of a sort, in which we will, direct you to other guides, give you a good overview, and direct you to other places where you can study. So you can just listen to what we're going to give you and then not sound like an idiot on your first go, or you can study up and perhaps actually own on your first try. So the choice is up to you.
All right.
Did you find the thing?
Yes, it
You've
is.
reached the party center. We'll help you get ready for that next PQ.
Awesome. So, I swear, you wrote like a thesis. Like this is like 20 pages long.
Right. I was halfway into this and I'm like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? 'Cause I was
And
trying
then you wrote the other half.
Okay, well,
We
in
might as
the
well get
interest
started.
yes, in the interest of getting out of here in a reasonable amount of time. All right, this party center is about the ZPQ, and I'll explain what that is in just a second. So, David Lee recently sent an email. Actually, he sent like several dozen emails, in which he says,
One with a picture, which we will get into later.
he says, the random comment stuck in near the end of it, I think. What's a Z run? Because we were talking about them last time or the time before. Good
Only
question.
The greatest thing ever.
But unless you're nearing the area of 90 to 70, it might actually even occur to you to ask.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you have heard of Zachem. I mean, who can play this game and not hear about Zachem? A Z run, then, is an actual attempt on Zachem, and it is a thing of amazingly careful organization and planning. It is perhaps the most complicated thing that players do in MapleStory, and it is also the culmination of a series of prerequisite, say that 10 times, prerequisite party quests. Not quests, party quests. This is what I'm going to tell you about, the Zachem party quests.
Interesting. See, I've never done it myself, so I'm just as interested as everyone else.
Okay. So, these prerequisites, the fact that it has these prerequisites, the Zachem, makes it similar to other quests that require you to do still other quests to be finished previously. In this, your prerequisites are technically party quests. But the players will actually treat the actual Z runs differently and consider them to be a different experience from these ZPQs. So, when you are getting ready to go on your first Z run, the second question that they will ask you, because you don't make a party and go, you ask an experienced guild to go on a Z run. The first thing they'll ask you, job and level. Second thing they'll ask you, have you done your ZPQs? In other words, unless you're a slacker, you will likely do the ZPQs long before you can go on the Z runs, and the party makeups will be completely different. And even though technically it's all part of the same thing, it'll feel like it's two different things to you. In fact,
considering that I'm a slacker, well, what are these ZPQs that we need to do? Where's?
What are they?
Yes.
It's a series of 3 missions. I'm about to get right into it, my man.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right. In fact, it is even possible to solo the ZPQs if you create a party of just yourself. But I would recommend against that. This series takes place in a dark, bleak place, and if not difficult, it's pretty tedious, and company will be welcome, unless you are a total loner. So, it is made up of 3 missions that are given to you by the NPC Adobes, who you will meet at the end of the lava maps at the bottom of the dead mines. You must be at least level 50, since you won't make it more than halfway along the road from Elnath, where there is NPC that will halt you. You must also get permission from 3rd job instructors in Elnath to do these party quests. So, go to the chief's residence, which is the top of the cliff where Jade is sitting in Elnath. Talk to the instructor of your job and ask for permission. This will trigger the NPC, who is halfway along the road to Elnath, will allow you to permission to advance from Ice Valley 1, or Ice Valley 2 to Sharp Cliff 1. Most of the people who aren't training on the Elnath monsters will simply use a dead mine return scroll, and we'll explain that a little bit, and bypass this entire long walk by teleporting right to the entrance of the dead mines. I believe you still must be at least level 50 or above to do this as well. Now, people use these scrolls to get to the zombie maps if they're going there to train, or to the mines if they're going there to train. So these scrolls get used a lot, and they sell for a good chunk in the free market. Now, in spite of these scrolls being readily available, If you don't want to afford, want to buy one, or um, you weren't going to go anyway, I recommend that you make the walk at least once, even though you could use the scroll. Even if you never intend to train on the cold weather monsters. The scenery in those mountains is some of the best in the game, in my opinion. Remember, if you do the walk, or if you're just using the Deadmine scroll to go to the zombie maps, you will be spending time out in the cold, and you need to bring a supply of red bean soups, or you will suffer a constant drain on your HP from the cold.
Unless, of course, you're a cleric or priest.
Ah, nice advantage there.
But people do end up making the walk anyway because they need to get down there for the Holy Stone as part of the third job advance.
This is correct.
But it's pretty scenery anyway, and the difficulties of getting there should make you appreciate the whole party quest in general.
Sure.
They're werewolves.
Oh, various kinds.
Yes.
Scary too. Okay, so you've reached the dead mines. Now you must descend through 4 maps of miner zombies and fly eyes. These miner zombies, they drop gold teeth on occasion. It's not the best drop, and their spawn there is kind of crappy, so people don't train on them, but these are going to be needed in the final mission of the ZPQ. So if you tend to finish all 3 missions as fast as possible, I recommend you pause here on these 4 maps and just grind away on these things until you get 30 of these teeth. That's how many you need, 30.
That's not too bad.
No, but it is kind of slow going. It'd probably take you at least half hour, 45 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
After these 4 maps, there's another map called The Passage. It's completely vertical, and it is nothing but fly eyes. There are a ton of them in here, but like I said, tall, narrow map. The plats are tiny, hard to stay on them, easily to get knocked off. So it's not a decent place to train, and you'll never see people there. People just jump off the top and do a free fall and try to make a game of hitting the next portal dead on. It's kind of a fun little thing to do. Next, you got 3 lava maps called the Caves of Trial. They stretch off horizontally to the right. Care must be taken here, since falling off the plats means falling into lava, which if you're a lower level, it's painful because your HP is going to take the hit. The plats themselves have Cerebes, which I mentioned in the previous hotspots, as well as junior bulldogs and fire bombs. These things, pretty easy to take down, these last 2, but both of them have a good knockback and will shove you off the plats onto the lava, so you have to be careful about them.
Lava
The third,
is painful.
yes, it is. The third map also has the Fearful Banes as well, but they will only occasionally be numerous enough to prevent you from sneaking by them if you just want to scoot by. So, the next map has no monsters. It's called the Door to Zachem. This is where Adobus is. You are finally ready to start. Form a party yet, if you haven't done so, and then talk to Adobus. And if you're there by yourself, form a party just of yourself. You must do the missions in order, so choose the first one. This first mission is also treated as another sub-experience by itself by many players, and it can be used in several ways. It is highly recommended that you get a guide for this mission, and you will see why shortly.
I've done it once, and it's the most confusing thing on the planet.
In fact, get several, since I have not yet seen a perfect one. The one on Hidden Street by Fupa is a very good starting point. So here's a brief rundown on mission number 1. It starts in a mine chamber with many other tunnels leading away from it. There's an NPC there off to the left named Aura, but don't talk to her, since this is a timed mission and you have 30 minutes to complete it. Each of the tunnels has chests or piles of rocks. Many tunnels lead to other tunnels, which can lead back to the main chamber or lead to still other tunnels, some of which are dead ends. There is one tunnel which most guides will label as 16. That is a mini chamber unto itself, with other tunnels leading off from it. If you aren't confused yet, you will be once you get there.
In
fact,
tunnels.
Go ahead.
Too many tunnels.
Yes. In fact, I recommend that you plan on your first go at Mission 1 just walking alongside an experienced player, or just walking around by yourself so you familiarize yourself with the place. What you need to do here are collect keys. This is what you have to do to finish this mission and pass on to the next, or repeat like some people like to do. There are 7 keys and you need to get them all. There are also papers to collect. If you can collect 30 of the 32 possible, then you will get 5 dead mine return scrolls. 5 of them.
So that's where these come from.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
This is an extra though. If you don't get the papers, no big deal. You get the 7 keys. That is the main thing. If you don't get the keys, the mission fails. The keys are usually in chests, and the papers are usually in rocks. There are a few exceptions though, and your guide should have that information on where they are. Your guide should have info on which rooms have what, but their locations within that room will change every time. So if you go without a guide, you are going to be confused, and you're not likely to finish this quest even with 6 people in your party.
Wow.
Like I said, the number of keys and papers never varies, but their placement will change every time. The rocks and chests need to be hit, regular hit, not special attacks. They need to be hit and broken to see what's inside. Unfortunately, there is HP eating fires that you are always going to be hitting on unless you got good jump, and falling rocks all over the place, so bring plenty of HP. Pots. The chests occasionally have extra hazards in them to keep you on your toes. One of these are sword-flinging box monsters, and they always spawn 3 at a time, so be ready for them. But these aren't all that bad, I don't think. The other hazard, and by far the worst, are what I call teleboxes. They send you all the way back to the original chamber, causing you to waste time covering ground that you have already covered. And it's at a slow pace, since teleport, flash jump, and other movement skills don't work here.
That sucks.
Yes, it does.
And it
Every
takes away
time-
from your time limit.
Exactly. Every time I go there, I'm like, what happened to my telly? Where's my telly? So, your most efficient method for covering all this ground will depend on how many members are in your party. A good guide will spell out different strategies for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 member parties, and it's all going to be different every time. I have done this many times with a party of just 2, and we have gotten it as low as 12 minutes. That's very good for a 2-member party.
Mm-hmm.
The advantage of having more people is that you can do it faster, get more runs in. The rewards are the same every time, regardless of how many members there are. The keys that you have to gather unlock a big box in the room labeled 16. A fire ore pops out. So the leader has to gather all these materials, the fire ore and the papers, and then finally talk to Aura. She confirms that you have gotten just the keys, or the keys in the fire ore, or papers as well, or whether you're giving up. Then the people must leave the exit portal before the leader of the party. Then the leader can leave. When you do this, you get a fire ore piece, 5 return scrolls, and 20k experience. So,
Okay.
you or your group can get just the keys past this mission, in which case you'll get 12k or 15k experience, depending on whether it's a solo or a party. And you get the fire ore piece. Or you can repeat and just do it for training, or repeat to farm the scrolls. The training is efficient for levels 50 to 60 or so. The scrolls resale for about 100 to 120k currently, I think. This is down about 50% from last year's price, so it's slightly less attractive as a way of making mesos, but it's still a viable option. Another scenario is that you just get the scrolls for your own usage. You will be needing them if you're going on Z runs, but more so if you're going to be training on the zombies or the dead mine monsters. And you often need to go to Elnath to repot. Remember, if you are farming on this mission, a person can lead the given party only 3 times in a 24-hour period. So if a person has led 3 times, you have to reform the party.
Oh, okay. Even if you fail?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure about that.
Like if one person does it twice and then fails at their time, can they do it again?
That's a good question.
Okay. Probably
I'm
not.
not sure, Shravan. I'm not sure at all. Okay. But let's let's just assume that you're going on to finish your ZPQs.
Mhm.
Okay, so you talk to Adobus, and then you activate the second quest. The second mission is a jump quest from hell.
Okay.
Literally. It consists of 2 maps, each of which are many, many screens wide. Once again, you're over lava. Now there are only tiny platforms and ropes to rest on. The hazards, however, are plenty. Lava balls drop onto the plats and the ropes. Poison steams shoot at you sideways. Fireballs also shoot at you sideways. All of these will knock you off and into the lava, unless you are really fast. It is not uncommon to spend 20 minutes navigating across nearly the entire map and only to get knocked off and have to jump through all that lava all the way back. Losing about 200 per second, I think.
Something
While
like
you're
that.
in it?
It's insanely fast loss of HP.
Yes. Yes.
But do you have a time limit on this portion?
This one doesn't have a time limit.
Oh, okay. Thankfully.
So, yep, thankfully. More than patience is required here. Hard-headed, single-mindedness, stubbornness is called for. It is not harder than any other jump quest per jump. It is just that this one is longer and you have further to go if you fall and you have to recover. So bring a ton of HP pots along, unless you
Or
are
a
a
priest.
cleric. Yes. And prepare to camp overnight if necessary to preserve your forward progress. I camped 2 nights.
Really?
Yes, I was interrupted an enormous amount during the 2.5 days I did this, and I had to leave the keyboard quite often, so I ended up actually leaving my character there 2 nights.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
definitely HP pots, and be ready to pot yourself. If you die, you go all the way back to Elnath. A frustrating experience for any player. Starting this PK over rates off the charts on the suckage scale.
But if you die on this party quest, or if you die on the second mission, do you have to redo the first mission before you can do the second again?
I don't think you do, as long as you do it right away.
Okay.
But if you wait a long time, and I don't know what the time limit is, then you do have to redo the first mission.
Probably 24 hours.
It could be.
Mm.
I learned many things from this mission, mainly about doing jump quests, but also about life in general. And here are some tips that might help. You will fall, accept it. You will have to start over many times. Bring mucho HP pots. It's all about your body tension and the pacing. If you fall, go back to the beginning in time as well in place. I mean mentally. Reset yourself and pretend you're doing it again for the first time. Before you start, breathe. This relaxes your torso and your stomach muscles. And since if these are tense at all, it will make your arm muscles slightly jerkier, which will make all the difference in the world. Now, go. Not slow, not fast, but at a steady pace. You will learn all the hazards. You will learn them inside and out. Stop just before them. Wait for the perfect timing. Don't take a break unless you have to. Remember, you don't want to warm up again in mid-travel. You only want to have to warm up at the beginning of each map. When you finish the first map, definitely take a break, walk around a little bit. Now you're ready to do the second map. The hazards are somewhat different, but the concepts are similar. There are a number of multi-hazard spots. Stop, wait, watch. They're all timed differently. So if you watch the cycle long enough, you'll see where the best time is. Then go for it on the next go-round. So if you're an accomplished JQer, these aren't hard for you. They're just long. And an accomplished JQer can probably get through it in 2 hours. I'm definitely not. Took me 3 days.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember,
It's gonna take me like a week at least.
Remember, on the ropes, if you climb all the way up, you are safe from the falling hazards. Also, and this is a very good tip, which isn't mine, I got it from one of the guides. Keep the up arrow, when you're on the ropes, keep the up arrow pressed at all times. That way, when you get knocked off of one rope, you'll go flying past another rope, you'll catch it automatically. And you won't fall into the lava and have to go all the way back. Alright, so you finished. You get 15k experience and a breath of lava when you finish.
Sounds satisfying.
Were you frustrated? Listen, hey, I made it, So can you. When I did it, I wanted to go around and do all the stupid jump quests in the world since I was now king. Yay! But thankfully, I came to my senses quickly. So, now you're ready for mission 3. Easy. This one's easy. Did you get those gold teeth like I told you to? Did you keep the breath of lava? Hand them over. Wait a little bit. Boom, you're done. You now have 5 eyes of fire. The eye of fire. That is the ticket and the sign that you are now qualified to make a Z-run. Good going.
So, do you lose an Eye of Fire every time you go on a Z-run?
That's right.
Okay. So you got to redo all 3 if you want to go multiple times.
This is correct.
That sucks.
Or you can buy them in the free market. They are tradable.
Probably for very high price.
They are fairly pricey, yes.
Well, if you got to go through a jump quest from hell, I'll have to join you on this. Whereas there will be streams of curse words with exclamation marks for eyes and zeros for eyes.
Well, you have to understand that as a jump quester, I am epic fail myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So 3 days. Don't get too awful scared. Like I said, a good jump quester, good jump quester might get it in under 2 hours.
Oh, under 2 hours. That's great. That's great. So at best, 2 hours.
That would be my guess. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody could do it faster.
Oh man, that's still crazy though. I mean, I guess Document's worth it though. Or it better be.
I've been on a run. I finally made it on a run. I've been on standby for a while.
Was that yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, how was it?
That was the most noise and special effects I've seen in this game so far. Holy cow.
Is it painful extraordinarily?
Yeah, bring a lot of pots.
Does Document have that whole 1 HP 1 MP thing going on too?
At some points.
Seems to have?
At points, yes.
And that's my least favorite as a priest.
Yeah. I've had problems keeping up with potting at bossing before, but I was actually doing really well. I made it through 6 arms. They were onto the body, and I had some kind of weird glitch.
Oh.
Where my inventory said, "Hey, you've got absolutely no pots at all," and so I died.
That's harsh.
And as soon as I came back to life, I going, "What?" And I looked at my inventory, and there were the 2,000 pots where I just left them. So it was a strange little glitch where it thought I had no pots. The game thought I had no pots.
It was probably lag from all the animation or something.
Could be, but you know what? I had just rebooted my computer. I had the resolution as low as it could possibly go.
Right. Turned off all the whispers and
turned off all whispers. I turned off buddy chat. I put every single guild member on the blacklist so I couldn't hear them.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, I did. You have to.
I see.
You practically have no choice.
So like no chat at all.
No.
Yeah, no, completely understandable. That's a lot of guild members.
Right. So I don't know. It didn't seem like I was lagging at all when this glitch happened. I mean, it's hard to tell because there's just so much stuff going on, but
right.
Oh, it was a cool thing to see though.
That's awesome. Did you stick around while when you were dead? Did you as a ghost? Did you wait around till they finished Zachem?
I probably should have, but I didn't. I figured
I
I
would
could
use that time to take screenshots.
Oh, duh! I didn't even think about it.
But
next time, because I'll probably die next time too.
Next time you won't die. Yes.
Hopefully.
Speaking of horrible lag, one of my roommates has this the crappiest PC ever. He was issued it. He's borrowing it from the university or whatever. And it has. He has to log on to Maple 6 or 7 times before he actually gets on.
Oh, painful.
Yeah, but he left his computer on while we went to dinner and shopping or something a couple days ago, and there I have a picture at the Brown Teddies that I took of his computer screen, and it'll be up on goodies or contributions or something. You guys have to check it out. It's crazy. You see all the slash marks of every mage who came in and used Magic Claw. And you see all the little red boomerang-looking things of all the pieces of people throwing shurikens, and throwing stars. Yeah, it's an interesting picture. You'll have to see it.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll check that out.
But, actually, I don't think we're gonna break the record, Warez.
We
I
might
think
not.
we're just not digressing as much as we used to.
You know what? I'm kind of tired
Oh
right
wait,
now.
never mind. I forgot. We have 10 voicemail messages.
Yes. Listen to us complain, though. This is
Alright.
what we wanted. We wanted people to send us voicemails.
I know,
Thanks,
but
guys.
this is like, I think we had a total of 63 emails or something. Something past
yeah.
60. I know that.
we're
so
just gonna play them, right?
Yeah, we took this to be your guys' revenge for us
We're
making you
sorry.
way too long.
We've
So
learned our
it's
lesson.
not gonna happen again.
We're sorry. We
So
were bad.
sorry.
We're bad podcasters. Bad podcasters.
We try so hard, but sometimes they just catch up to us, and we really can't do anything about it because we just get swarmed. But we're gonna play them all, and this time we're gonna play a couple, and hopefully, no, we'll just play them all. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
All right, then we'll talk about everything. Sounds good.
I'm gonna take a nap.
All right, I'm taking notes. I need pencil. Hold on. No, I'm serious. We're not going through 10 voicemails, and I'm definitely not gonna remember what everyone said. So, notes it is. So if you hear a little scratching, that's me. But first, let's play the email stinger. Gotta love the email stinger.
Oh yeah.
I like the Tharbor music.
Aqua Road Radio. Emails.
Alright, so the first and second voicemail are by David. The third one is by Aaron. The fourth one is by Jake. The fifth and sixth are by John. The seventh is by Kevin. Then Luke. Then Madman80. And then Pafico. Pafico? Yeah. So,
Who
10
hasn't
voicemails.
sent us a voicemail?
If you haven't, we expect to be hearing from you.
Shortly.
Alright, so let's start this up. And hold on, I gotta breathe and adjust my torso and all that good stuff. Okay, alright, let's get started.
Hey, Warez and Shravan, it's David Lee. You guys might know me as I Love Warez from India. Yeah, I just want to say something about Nexon. Right now is today is November 21st, and Nexon has made some really stupid choices. They took some experience or levels or mesos from us. Like my friend, he lost 5 levels. Can you believe that? 5 levels? Man, if I was my friend, I would be so pissed. Yeah. And I lost some experience. I lost 20%. Yeah, I just want to mention out. I think Shravan lost the level. I don't know if Shravan lost the level or not. Because last time I ranked you were level 97. And right now you're level 96. I'm not sure if... I think... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have that memory. I'm sorry. Huh. Yeah, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Alright, bye. Thanks. Hey, it's me again. Sorry, it's David. I just wanted to say that I hope you guys like my picture that I made. The one I sent you. The one with, what's his name? Pen Cal and 50 Cent. Yeah, I made it myself. You guys crack me up a lot. I love your podcast. You guys are doing great. Have a nice day. Bye.
Alright, Warez, never mind, let's not play them all. Let's talk to
Okay.
them. Talk through them one by one, because otherwise it's going to get huge. And everyone else is going to forget too, so... Alright, so this is David talking about the whole loss of levels, and his IGN is I Love Warez. I didn't catch that when I listened to it the first time. How crazy is that? You have someone named I Love Warez out on Windia.
He's not the first person to do something like that either. Yes. Imagine that you're just going around doing your business, and then someone named with a character named I Love Warez pops up, whispering you out of
interesting.
nowhere. Yes. This is different.
Okay. I expect to see an I Love Neff next week. I haven't seen any yet.
You are always on your other characters, though.
I am. I love my other character though. Okay, so question about other characters really quick before we dive more into David's thing. Is it ethically wrong to create a female character and then flirt with guys so they'll help you out?
Yes. But you're bad that way. You can't help yourself.
It's awesome. It's more proof that women control everything we ever do.
And do you know what's the absolute proof?
What's the absolute proof?
That they have managed to sell this concept that it's actually a man's world. When in fact they're running everything.
It's devious. It's devious.
You can't
It's
trust
crazy.
them.
That way they don't take the blame for anything, but they run it all. You see,
Now you have become wise, my man.
it's skillful. It's part of growing up too fast. It sucks. But David talks about how one of his friends lost five levels. Dude, that's kind of intense.
No kidding.
Because I mean, yeah, that sucks. Everyone,
That's
five levels
too
is
bad.
insane. That's more than I think that's the most I've heard of so far.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then losing 20% yourself, that shouldn't have been too difficult to make back, I guess, with the WXP event and the card. Unless it didn't provide you with a card, in which case I feel that you got gypped. But hopefully that wasn't too bad either. But about me losing levels, I'm not really sure. Now that you mention it, I actually might have lost a level. But maybe not.
You didn't get your card though.
No, well, I mean, you only got a card if your account had issues with the pies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think. Maybe not. But I didn't get
I
a
don't
card either way. Maybe it's because I already had one. I'm weak like that. But, okay, so this David is the guy who sent us that picture in. And, alright, so, first of all, why? Just, okay, so some guy tells me I sound like Napoleon Dynamite's brother, and then you make this picture of me with Kumar's face from Harold and Kumar. I don't know what to think. I really
I'll be
don't.
Harold. I'll be Harold to your Kumar.
You're like 50 Cent though. I don't want to take 50 Cent's place. That's harsh. That's harsh.
I'm in much better shape than 50 Cent is.
No,
Not.
Steph.
Not.
50 Cent scares me.
He is spooky.
Man. So yeah, that picture, Warez threatens to put it up on our website. No.
Well, now that
I'm
you've
sorry,
told
David.
the listeners
Can't
about
happen. It can't happen.
it. Yes. Never. If you want it, just message Warez. He'll give you.
No! Don't do that! That's not cool. That's more unethical than me. Man, I probably shouldn't have said anything about it. David had to send in a voicemail about it, didn't he? This is the guarantee that it gets on the website.
He's
Sly.
smart.
He's sly.
He's like a ninja.
Like
He's
a ninja.
He's a ninja artist.
Man. Alright, let's move on to Aaron.
Okay.
Hello, Shravan Warez. My name is Aaron. I play as Croy 15 on the Windia server. Shravan will probably remember me when I dropped by and on him when I was in Sleepywood. Anyways, jumping right into it, my best experience overall in MapleStory was when they had those little bomb guys in NLC. Because it was so fun to just have those mobs and then having guys shouting all over the place, "For Sparta!" And then it was so hilarious. And it's just really sad that it's not there anymore. But anyways, there's always going to be other things. Anyways, my worst experience on MapleStory by far is just the fact that my real life friends who play it just have turned it into a leveling competition, and it kind of ruined the experience. So I left for a while, played another game, so that way I can be bugged by their leveling madness. And then they decided to come follow me onto that game. So yeah, they got into a leveling competition there too, and after a while I just finally decided to return to MapleStory, and good timing for that, it was the Thanksgiving patch. So, yeah, it was another chance at Maple again, and I'm staying. I'm definitely staying. Anyways, few last words. I just want to say you guys have done a really good job with this podcast, and that the timing, I think it's perfect. I don't know what other people say, I know that some are saying that you need to make it shorter and some need to make it longer, but I think it's a perfect length, actually, and people can pause it whenever. No. Anyways, if I have any other suggestions to give to you, I'll email them to you since I'm not that great of a talker. So, anyways, thank you for your time, and I'll see you on Maple. Goodbye.
So Erin talks about her best and worst moments, and that was something we asked in third episode, a while back.
Wow.
But, so these friends of yours that have this leveling competition, who made you had this leveling competition in MapleStory, and then you went to another game, and they followed you to the other game, and then you came back to MapleStory. Are they back again? 'Cause that's kind of like stalkerish.
Right.
They come game to game, ruining your experiences. It's not cool.
I wouldn't call them friends.
To an extent. I mean, that's kind of harsh to not call someone friends because they're a little competitive.
A bit of competition has its place.
Whereas you've been harsh all around the board today.
Yes, I'm just angry.
Just slapping people left and right.
I'm sorry. I'll retract my claws now, kids. I'm sorry.
Before you draw blood.
Rawr.
But she did congratulate us on the podcast, which was good.
Thank you very
Which
much.
is amazing. We appreciate it. And she said we had good timing, unlike all the other people who emailed us saying that it's too long. We're
Or too
ignoring you
short.
people. We saw your email and we're like, let's just pretend we didn't see it. And that's
Yes.
how it's going to be.
That's spam. Delete it forever.
Man. No, we value your opinion, but like Aaron said, we could always, if you don't like it, you can always fast forward through portions of it. You can always, I don't know, drone it out with something else.
Or not listen to it.
That's an option. No, that's not an option. Listen to it anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, listen to it.
Go do your dishes while leaving it playing.
That's right.
You know, whatever. Just
And
it's
then,
cool.
and
It's
then, corner your little brother, tie him to a chair, and make him listen to it.
cool. If it's too long, you might as well torture everyone in the family. Man, we make torture devices as well. This is awesome. But yeah, no, thanks for the compliments. And the boomers were a lot of fun before they did get.
That was kind of fun.
What are they called? Nerfed.
Absolutely no experience whatsoever. But
I think instead of nerfing them, they should have dropped the amount of experience they gave.
I think they should have made them negative experience.
So every time you kill him, he loses experience. I wonder how long it would take for people to actually notice. I mean, I'm sure it'd take only a day or something, but it'd be hilarious. Negative experience. That'd be mean. But no, I think I don't know how much experience they give right now, but if they cut it in half or something like that, and then let you mob all these or something, I don't know. I just think it's a fun part of the game that you can just go and fool around at. And they should have kept it.
You know what?
What?
I am very mean today. I'm sorry. Let me apologize to everybody.
Negative
I'm just
experience?
ornery.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
ornery.
no, negative double experience. Oh, look at that. How weak is that, Warez?
That's unweak.
Makes you stronger.
It's right. Makes you stronger.
Man.
I got a bad attitude today.
Keep it coming. It's awesome. Alright, let's dive into Jake next.
Jake.
Hey, it's Batman80 again. I know how Warez said that he started MapleStory at the beginning, before the Thanksgiving event, and it's back, and I do believe they'll have turkeys running around again, and I remember Warez saying that he didn't want turkeys running around while he started, so there he goes. Warez, you have turkeys running around again. Okay, see ya.
Wait, Jake was the same as Madman80, and this was his second. Man, I have these all in order. Hold on. I guess we're gonna have to listen to his first one too before we
I
make
have
some
no choice
comments on
now.
that. That would seem make sense, but
Now
yeah.
let's do them out of order.
Let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Okay.
Hey, it's Madman80, level 25 assassin. Just put out a rant. I just tried to download MapleSea and it was a total failure. The failure is that I was not able to download it without messing up my Maple Global file on my computer. So what I have to do is re-download Maple Global, which is a big pain, and love to hear my voice on your what's the podcast, and signing out. See ya.
So apparently we make a what's it called?
What's
Never
that? I
mind.
didn't
That
catch
apparently didn't click. All right. So, apparently downloading MapleSea caused issues with Maple Global.
that. Oh, yeah, I can believe that.
My question is, are you in a location where, like, are you in, like Asia or something, and you had a Maple Global this whole time, and then you decide to switch over to MapleSea for some reason, and then that's why it messed up, or was it something because of the IP issues and stuff?
And that somehow messed up his global installation?
It doesn't make sense to me, because if you download the MapleSea and then try to play it and it tells you can't, and then and then you uninstalled MapleSea and it told you can't play global. It's expected by Nexon. I don't put it past happening.
Well, that would be evil.
That kind of sucks. But I mean, it doesn't mess up your account or anything, right? Let us know, cause I'm curious about this. Because if it messed up your account as well, that's horrible. That would be like the worst. But then,
So are there people who are able to play both?
well, I mean, if you before the IP bans and everything, like
Yes.
if someone in Asia had a character in Maple Global, and then they did the whole IP ban thing, then the person in Asia would still be able to play their Maple Global account because it was already created,
Okay.
but they wouldn't be able to make a new account to create 3 new characters or whatnot.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
But they would be able to do so in MapleSea, so that kind of thing. And then he said something about you not wanting your turkeys.
Not wanting my what?
Like, apparently there were turkeys running around last Thanksgiving, and you didn't want them, and something like that, and no.
Oh, yeah, those
Did I
things
miss
were
something?
annoying. They were annoying. They weren't that bad though. I mean, I thought what am I thinking of? The spring. What were those things?
There was something this spring?
Yeah, I thought so.
Flowers?
I'm drawing a complete blank now. No, I didn't care about turkeys one way or the other.
Oh, okay. It was. But, no. Seriously,
Oh, those
Jake.
egg pops. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, no, the egg things were horrible.
Yes.
They were annoying. More annoying than these turkeys for some reason. I don't know why. Because at least the turkeys get electrocuted and you're like laugh sadistically.
Zombie turkeys. I love it.
I like it. I like when you kill a turkey, a live turkey, and you end up getting a fried turkey as a drop, and you can eat it for like 100 HP. It's
Nice.
awesome. It's like you kill it and then you eat it just to make its miserable life worse. Disrespect its dead body. That's it.
You're putting them out of their misery. Have you looked at these things? They don't look happy.
They look like they were experimented on. Bah. Well, they shoot lasers out of their mouth, which is odd. Stupid turkeys. Anyway, yeah, do let us know, Jake, because I am curious if your account was messed up, or if just the program wouldn't let you log on or whatnot. So let's send us another email and let us know, and hope to hear from you. Next up, we got John with his 2 emails, so we'll listen to those back to back as well.
Hey Shravan,
Hey Warez, this is John, also known as Yo73 from the Scania server. Just wanted to see if you guys could go over scams in maybe one of your upcoming podcasts. Since there are many different kinds of scams, maybe you could just cover the basics, such as maybe trading scams or loan scams or drop games. I would really appreciate it, and I think that it would be very important for people to know about these things because I have been scammed before, and trust me, it does not feel good. Alright, happy mapling, you guys, and I hope to talk to you guys again later. Alright, bye. Hey Shravan, hey Warez, this is Yo73 again. I noticed in my last audio clip that I didn't specify, my level or my job, and the items that I lost. So I thought I'd, just specify those things. I am level 35 at the moment, assassin on the Scania server, and from the scam, I think it was a trade scam or a drop game or something. Anyways, I lost a set of Ilbies, 3 sets of Steelies, and 4 sets of Tobies. And I'm not really going to go over how I lost them because it'd take me a while. Anyway, if you want to figure out that story, you can go ahead and whisper me on Scania if you get a chance. That's Yo73, Y-O-7-3, not Yo72, because that's my friend. So anyways, yeah, happy mapling, guys, and I hope to be on this podcast another time. Alright, bye.
So you have a friend named Yo72 when your IGN is Yo73.
So what do you call each other? Hey 2, hey 3.
Good time. That's interesting. You guys should party a lot and hang out in random places because it'd be cool. You should get a whole series of Yo 1 through Yo 100.
I imagine there have been.
Maybe for our party we should say pick a name and assign people numbers and just have them, and then we could attack someplace with a bunch of ARR1, ARR2, and so on.
Imagine if you had no idea what was going on and you came across this group. It would be scary. I'm running. Run away! Run away!
It'd be awesome. But other than that, yeah, no, you said that we should talk about scams, and that's a great suggestion, and it didn't even cross my mind, actually, until you mentioned it.
That is very, very, very good.
Because, as you said, yeah, no, that's definitely going to be the next one, because trading and loans and drop games and fame scams are the worst kind.
I've gotten bitten by the fame scams plenty of times.
Fame scams just irritate me, just because it's the most useless thing to scam people for, and
well,
people
yes.
do it anyway.
What do you get out of it? One fame, jeez.
I know, but I mean, I think the items you need, some items you need fame to equip, but I think the highest level item that you need to equip with fame only needs 30 fame. So I mean, what are you doing? Who cares?
Right. You're an idiot.
Yeah, but then losing an Ilby and Steelies and Tobies, dude, that really sucks.
Ouch. That's harsh.
I hate trading scams. They're probably one of the easiest to fall for. Yeah, well, we'll get into them in the next newbie tip, definitely. In the meantime, what?
Screenshot.
Oh yeah, definitely take screenshots. If you have screenshots of people scamming you or cussing at you or whatever, you'll probably get them banned more likely than not. It's just because if you have screenshots, they don't have to go investigate the character and watch them for a couple weeks and make sure that they are what you say they are. And then also because a lot of people who do report people as harassment or hacking or whatever do so because they're just annoyed at someone and not because that it's actually.
That's right, and that is the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason they ignore most of those reports.
Which is
unfortunately
really depressing. Yeah.
Yes.
So do take screenshots if you given the chance. Leave fraps open or screenshot button. No, definitely, because it'll help a lot. Yeah. So scams, newbie tip. I'm making a note.
Right.
Moving on to Kevin.
Down. Yes. Who's next?
We have Kevin, and then we're almost done. Then we only have 2 more.
Hey, this is Kevin. I'm a level 48 Sin on Caney, ambulance Sin. but you can just call me Kevin. I realized you guys skipped everything on Herb Town and Mulong, so thought you should do a podcast, just go over what's there. And I was mainly wondering, how rich are you guys? Like, how much mesas do you have? Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and the Black Friday sale. I was never able to get on because whenever I got on, all the items were sold out. So I was wondering if any of you guys got to check it out, like what items were on sale. All right, thanks. Bye.
So we completely ignored Herbtown and Mulong?
No, we didn't completely ignore them. We talked about bits and pieces, but we have not paid a heck of a lot of attention. And there are a few areas in and about the place
that are really good training spots?
Yes, there's a good handful of hot spots that could come out of there. And there's also yes, there's dozens of quests.
I guess we didn't give it its just. Mulong is like the weirdest monsters.
Yeah, it does. the real animal monsters. Yeah, that's kind of different.
And then the peach monkeys are evil. So, but we do need to get into that.
We're sorry. We'll pay more attention.
Put that off to the next episode as well, because we're already gonna hit the 2-hour mark on this episode easily. As for how rich we are, would you like to take that one, Warez?
I'm comfortable. How are you?
Pretty well off. Kind of. Now that I'm making like multiple characters, I have like 3 characters I'm randomly training every now. I have my Sin that I started training before I went into the Strength Mage thing, and then like 2 people borrowed the stars and someone borrowed my work gloves, and now I have like nothing on Sin, which is why I couldn't train it anymore. So yeah, but no, I'm rich enough. That's what I'm gonna say.
Right.
And the Black Friday, running out of electrons again. It's Nexon's favorite thing to do. Apparently, all the electrons are going toward other kinds of matter. So.
Right. Do you want to know the technical term? The technical term is creating a false shortage to ramp up demand.
Haha. Economics.
Haha.
False shortage, ramp up demand, increases price.
You bet.
It's crazy. So it's really not a sale. They drop it by like maybe a couple, maybe 1,000 NX or so, and then they sell like a gazillion more because there's limited amounts.
It's not that you can't get some deals, but there's a lot of luck involved too. So.
Right, but like we said in the earlier on the episode, we neither Warez or I did actually get anything out of this sale. Oh wait, no, I did.
You did?
I did.
What'd you get?
Because there were these nerdy glasses.
You got the nerdy glasses?
The nerdy glasses were the most ugly thing I could possibly get. And on my Strength Mage, it looks hilarious. And the only face that looks good in them is the F6 and the F7. And
oh, no, wait. Your Strength Mage, male or female? I guess
female,
I don't even
of
know.
Course. You don't know. Where's? Haven't you seen her around? Alright, for everyone who wants to know, because I'm playing her more often than I'm playing Neff right now. And all you people
sure?
Think,
are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm sure it's
okay.
cool. It's cool.
Okay.
I can handle it. I'm not like dabbing in Himes or anything, so I can receive some spam every now and then. It's cool. But her name is Lucid Autumn, Lucid Autumn, and yeah, so I just hang out and beat people with a pumpkin spear. Good stuff. But yeah, she has ugly glasses now that she wears occasionally, but mostly doesn't because it's.
Oh wait a minute! I have seen her.
Of course you have.
Well, duh. I haven't seen her with the ugly glasses though. I have to check this out.
I wore them during the GPQ last night, just cause I wasn't doing anything else. It was good.
Nice.
All right. So moving on to Luke. we have Luke.
Hi, this is Luke again. I just finished listening to episode 10, and it sounded, after my message, that you guys were a little bit confused about the quest that you had to do. I actually, right after I got that, I went and did the quest, and I had to go to Ludibrium and find the NPC called Genie, and then I had to go kill a trickster, because Genie gave me a magic box, and I had to kill a trickster to get a key. So I had to go down Eos Tower to get that, and then go back. And then she unlocked the box, and inside were 100 red bean sundaes, which was a nice surprise, even though they're completely useless to me, because I'm level, 30. Alright, thanks. I just wanted to clear that up. Alright, bye.
Thanks for following up on your previous voicemail, Luke. No, it's good to know what you had to do, but, no, keep those red bean sundaes, because 100 red bean sundaes, even if you're level 30, you'll be using them later, so save them up. It's kind of like those elixirs and power elixirs that random things drop that you want to sell, but you never do because you know you're going to be using them for bossing later on. But yeah, so thanks for following up. And last but not least, for voicemail, we have Pafico. He's our dude down from Maple Radio who emailed us before. So let's go ahead and listen to him without further ado.
Hello, Aqua Road again. This is Pafico, the one dude from Maple Radio. Yeah. One dude that called Warez, Mr. Warez. It's not a sign of that he's old or anything. It's just that, Warez, he's awesome enough to get that Mr. on there. I'll tell you what. Anyways, congratulations on another interesting show that, got me to level 86. Hooray! Yeah, wolf spiders are fun. Well, I'd like to say congratulations, Warez, on, getting your rank back. Wish I got that back. God. Well, anyways, yeah, I'd like to say thank you for pointing out Maple Radio. That was pretty cool. You guys didn't have to. Just thought, you'd like to know who's listening or whatever. But yeah, that's about it. And Warez, if you want, you can call me Mr. Pafico, because I am that cool too. Not being narcissistic or anything, but I am that cool. But yeah, so, I was wondering, how do I put this? How did you guys decide to play MapleStory, or what made you guys decide to play it? I know it was me because we were playing this 3D game. It was a buttload of fun until they wanted us to pay for it. So we're like, nah. And so then my friend found MapleStory. They all moved on while I stayed. Feel kind of left out there just a little bit. But yeah, I think that's it. Okay, bye.
Okay, this dude is 30 times better at talking than I am. That's so not cool, embarrassing me on my own show.
Well, he is a radio DJ.
I know, right? God, speaking skills. He was like, bye, and I'm like, I want to do that. That's not cool. But, I forgot to take notes. I was listening, I was laughing, it was good. So, how did you start playing MapleStory, Warez? What actually enticed you to
How did I start?
Yes.
I had a nephew that had moved away to Canada, and I wanted a way to stay in touch with him, and I had heard through my mother-in-law that
Canadians.
He was up there, and he was playing this game called MapleStory, and it was free to download and start, so I thought, I'll give it a try. I had never played an MMO before.
Really?
I never played any kind of online game before, practically.
Wow, cool. And now you just can't quit?
Yep, my nephew is gone over to the dark side. He is a WoW junkie. He hasn't deleted his Maple characters, but he's never on.
Oh, that's harsh.
All right.
WoW.
I played with the idea of following him to WoW, but yeah, one online addiction is enough. Thank you very much.
No, there's people who play WoW. I don't know anyone who plays WoW and MapleStory that's just too much to handle. Too much community.
Fuzzy kinda does it.
Oh, but you said he's never on.
No, he is never on.
Ah.
He's been on twice since he went over.
Mhm.
I think maybe 3 times.
Since he went over to the dark side.
Went over to the dark side, yes. Crossed over.
Yes. So anyway, thanks for the email, Pefco. And we
Yes,
hope to hear
thanks.
from you more often. And we hope you keep staying a listener and show me up every once in a while. And okay, what's with people being called Warez, Mr. Warez, because he's that cool, and people have been calling you Mr. Pefco because you're that cool. But what the hell happened to me? I get so shafted through this whole episode, and this isn't cool. I'm unloved. It's awesome.
Okay, from now on,
No, don't you dare.
you are Mr. Shravan. Okay, Mr. Shravan. What's next, Mr. Shravan?
Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, okay, we're done with 10 voicemails.
Oh my God.
All 10
my
voicemails.
God.
That's a lot of voicemails.
I told you, 2 hours, man. I told you.
How come before when we asked for voicemails, we got like, maybe one, maybe
one.
2, and now
Well-
like we took like a 6-week break, and you guys are like voicemail. I mean,
Let's
seriously.
let's just pound them with voicemails.
I mean, it's bad enough that we got like 63 emails, and we're like, oh. But no, now they're like, take a half an hour out of your time to listen to our flood of. This is what we're gonna do to people when we throw our party. We're gonna flood them with random screams of Sparta and stuff.
Random streams of what?
Sparta. We gotta yell Sparta. Everyone's yelling
Sparta! For Sparta!
All right, let's go ahead and jump into emails and get this over with because it's been
Okay.
long and yeah. And we'd
Yawn.
like to actually go to bed before work,
No.
It's an
Okay,
option.
maybe. All right, emails.
All right, first up we got Alex.
All right. Do you want me to read? I'll read.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So Alex, Blood Bandit,
Yes, I believe she
Who's-
is.
in our guild. Wendy, let's talk about where's his favorite subject.
Oh boy.
2xexp.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What I said before was point. Now Blood Bandit's gonna have counterpoint. Of course, like many have said, it is entirely worth it. And where's if using 2x makes EXP makes me weak, then I am crippled. Without the 2x release, I'd still be a newbie 4x dit. The way I see it, MapleStory's most unattractive attribute is the endless grinding. Of course, I speak of the attributes Nexon gives, not players. Hacking doesn't count in this case. So if you can cut in half the weight of all that grinding offers, your gaming experience is twice as good. But still, the feeling of absolutely meeting the obligation of fulfilling all 4 hours of straight 2x EXP is a tough one. So I'd like to recommend to all grinders, 2x or not, to listen to lively, loud music. I listen to rock,
listen to
as
us.
you should know from my angelic singing in the guild chat. And she does. She's often singing.
Yes. Well, apparently she can sing, but when I sing, I just get yelled at.
Well, she has an angelic voice.
Right, of course, I'm sure. My voice just happens to sound like the devil.
Hey, weren't we going to sing?
We should sing. We haven't picked out a song yet.
Okay.
Maybe we should write a song. Have a contest
Maybe,
about writing
maybe we
a
should
song.
do random songs from
Disney movies.
or Broadway shows.
Broadway shows. No, well, not all Broadway shows are appropriate. So.
I feel pretty, also
Also-
pretty.
Ah, very nice.
No,
What
maybe
a great
not.
song. Hey, everyone loves West Side Story.
You bet.
It's hard not to. It's a great play. But Alex, you said that without 2x you'd be a newbie 4x dit. Aren't you like a newbie 5x dit now? Like, sorry, cause I couldn't resist, but yeah.
I'm not gonna slam her after as harsh as I got early in this
Warez is
episode.
restraining himself.
I'm holding myself back. No. I was mean. Warez.
I'm just poking fun.
Okay.
Alright, so next up we have Michael. who is RoboSkyver from Windia.
Oh, I have loved the IGN.
IGN is awesome. I was actually he says I was actually interested in on your take of the Thanksgiving events and the placing of real life stores product placement in the game. I feel like this could go either way. Well, since it's I'm losing myself. All right. I feel like this could go either way since it probably does produce them extra revenue to advertise the stores in the game. So the game adverts might be a more ambiguous and in-our-face kind of thing. I don't mind seeing things that might actually be interested, but if I log off feeling like I want to buy a toaster, I'm going to be so pissed. So, no, yeah, that's an aspect I actually didn't consider. I wonder how much, I wonder if so, how much CVS and Target and Best Buy and all those places are actually paying
That is
Exxon.
branding, cross-branding is what that is.
No, definitely product
my
placement.
sister works in
exactly like you
advertising.
said.
Yep.
Oh, your sister?
But-
You have a sister who works in advertising?
I have a sister who works in advertising, yes. Actually, she
That's awesome.
works for the mouse, believe it or not. She works for Disney.
Oh, really? Wow, cool.
Yeah, and she works on cross-stream branding where they try to get, like Disney toys on the back of cereal boxes and things like this.
Interesting. Huh. I'm always interested in advertising. But that's for another day. But yeah, so
But
this
there's a history of them doing this, like in is it the KMS Korean Maple Story? They have the whole Coca-Cola world.
What do they?
Yes,
Really?
they do.
I didn't know that. But wow, that
Not world, but like series of maps, like Mulang or something like that. It's Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola place, something like that.
Why don't we have that here? Like, if it's the same
I don't
company
know,
and
I
they're
think-
already getting money.
I think Pepsi-Cola has placed agents within Nexon to block it.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so this is a really interesting concept. I wonder. So if anyone knows, like, if and how much, Nexon is making off of putting these people, putting up targets and Best Buys and stuff, I'm really curious to that.
That could be guarded industrial
it's,
secrets right
it's
there.
most probably a very guarded industrial secret. But yeah, if anyone hears anything, just let me know. I'm curious.
That product placement raised my eyebrows at first, but like I said, I stopped doing that quest after I realized it would fill up my inventory, and so I actually ignore them completely now.
No offense
So.
though, but the people in front of those stores, like the NPCs at those stores, are really
Yep.
ugly.
Yeah, they
In my
definitely
opinion.
they definitely look different than the regular Maple Story NPCs.
Right.
Not that they all look the same or anything, but they just have a different look to them.
I wonder if the companies actually had input and say on what they
I
characters look like.
imagine they did.
So I don't know. A bunch of questions.
Yeah. Hey,
What,
we've got more emails, don't we?
We always have more emails. They never end. Never.
Okay, next up, Gabe, who plays Zapstrike in Windia.
Yay, Gabe.
Hey, Shravan and Warez. My name is Gabe,
Hi.
and I play on the Windia server as Zapstrike, a level 53 Ice Lightning Wizard. Smiley face. I love the podcast, so keep up the good work. Also, I have heard something about Nexon raising the level cap from 200 to 300 in Korean Maple Story. Could this be true? I haven't found anything about the internet, but heard it from a friend. We talked about this one time before, about how hard the 200 level cap is.
To achieve?
Yeah. Or what they would have to do, and I made the mention that they would have to reprogram, rewrite large
the way with data
sections of
storage
the
and
code.
stuff.
Right. But there's nothing stopping them from doing that, and they would be well motivated from doing. I mean, to make that patch, it couldn't be a patch. You'd probably have to re-download the client, so it'd have to be a different version of the client. But they would be motivated to do that, because if you've got somebody who's played this game and they've gotten up to level 200, they've probably invested some money into NX, and so
Right.
you want to
wanna
keep them
those
around.
people.
Exactly. So I imagine they would if they can.
Hmm. Most definitely. Most definitely. Um, but we did find a thread on Sleepywood about
Correct.
this, which is kind of interesting, on how there was the quest in the sauna that was supposedly a level 201 quest.
Yeah, I looked that up,
That was that's kind of strange.
but it's like a um
Like a
it's like
holding
in the
place.
in the aliens area. It's like it's a meso one of the yellow meso rangers
Hmm.
is mentioned in it, and from listening to the description of it, it sounds more like a level 50 quest. It doesn't sound like a level 201 quest.
Right. So I mean, it looks
So
like it's gonna be one of those that they set quests to be level 201 when they don't want to release them yet, or something like that. I'm guessing.
right, so that may just be
So
a
like no one can do
programming,
them yet.
yeah, a way of for the programmers to lock the quest.
It's kind of like in when you're programming things and in like application stuff, you use -1 when you say that something doesn't exist or something like that, just because
Oh, okay.
negative numbers
Or
cannot
like,
be reached.
sure, or when you text something, you put like text in front of a line of code, and that makes it invisible to the kernel or whatever.
Right. So that's cool. Therefore, so far we're basically exactly where we started. We haven't heard anything about this level 200 cap being raised, and the rumor that it possibly could be raised is, though still like reasonable to expect, isn't really a rumor anymore because it's been debunked by.
It's scuttlebutt. It's scuttlebutt and rumors.
It's what we do best.
Oh, yes, we do. We love it.
We thrive on it. Alright, and next up we got Namu, who sent us a link from Sleepywood about this guy who apparently took like all the quests and all the information and the storylines behind every quest and kind of meshed it together into form one like flowing story.
More or less, yes.
And yeah, you've actually read pieces of it, whereas I haven't read any of it yet. But it sounds very interesting. I'm
Very-
definitely going to.
Yes, some of it's pretty interesting. Some of it is for maps and towns that we don't have yet. So it's very interesting stuff.
It sounds like it took a lot of work to put together.
I believe that.
But
I believe
no,
that.
I'm definitely gonna put this link in the show notes, as we shall call it, the script.
Yeah, go check it out and read it.
Yeah, because it's long too. It's quite long.
Oh boy, yes.
So yeah, it did take considerable effort, and it is actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and read it myself after finals. Finals.
Yeah, we did it, man.
What?
We're well over 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, not well, like 5 minutes, but still. Man, everyone's gonna be like whacking at us with machetes and stuff now. They're like, too long, too long. All the people who emailed us saying it was just perfect are like, no, scratch that. Man. Anyway.
So, if
Yes.
people want to send us even more voicemails, how do they go about doing that?
Well, first of all, they could visit our blog at aquaroadradio.wordpress.com. If you don't know what it is by now, shame on you. And go back and start listening from episode 1, because it is mentioned in every single episode. And if you haven't
That's
visited
right.
the site, it is so incredibly pretty that I don't know what you're doing listening to this podcast without looking at the site first.
Good
I
God,
mean,
man.
You have the whole auditory experience, but the visual experience, the aestheticness, I mean, come on. But if still for some reason you refuse to go to the site to contact us, you can always email us at aquaroadradio@gmail.com. But, this email is actually located on the blog under the Contact Us section, where you'll also find a phone number for the voicemail, which you can, basically call on your phone and speak to them for a bit and hang up, and we'll get a thing. It's like a simple virtual voicemail box thing. Or you could leave a MyChingo, in which case you plug in your microphone to your computer, turn it on, hit the record button, speak. 2 minutes later, you hit send, and it sends it directly to us as a MP3 file. So all these 10 people at least know how to do it. You can too.
You bet. And then the next episode will be nothing but 5 hours of voicemails.
we just click play and just leave.
Play.
Just leave. The audio editing will come before we actually record because we just mesh them all together.
Sweet.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I wonder if we'll get to the point where we get so many voicemails that we can just like make the episodes like, you know, listener made. How weird would that be?
Ooh, the people's
It's like
podcast. Yeah.
it's kind of like the whole Post Secret thing. Have you ever been to Post Secret, by the way? As a complete
Been to
utter
where?
pointless side note, postsecret.com.
No, I've never been there.
It's a decent site. It's cool. It's like people write their anonymous confessions / secrets or whatever on postcards, and they send it to this guy in Maryland, who then like they don't put their name on it or anything, but they send it to this guy, and he gets all these postcards and he scans them in or takes pictures of them, puts them online so people can see other people's confessions.
Whoa!
And
that
then,
sounds like a colossal time sink.
Right, no, definitely, but it's really amazing because they publish, like, Post Secret has books out too, where you can like read the postcards and stuff, and it's cool because people actually choose postcards that have relation to like what they say, generally.
Huh.
So you'll see like millions of different postcards from all over the world, and that's actually a pretty cool part of it as well.
Wow.
So, I don't know why that came up.
Wouldn't he run into trouble though if he gets a postcard saying, "Yeah, I murdered my wife"?
He wouldn't get in trouble per se.
No.
I don't think.
But he'd be talking to the police, that's for sure.
Well,
to say, yeah, let's see that postcard.
I mean, I mean, you can't just do like a handwriting analysis and then mail it out. And some people even like, you know, print out letters or cut them out from magazines and tape them on.
Okay.
Things like it's really anonymous generally.
I'll have to check that site out.
It's interesting. It's cool. I don't know why that came up. Oh well. So, you know what I forgot to talk about the Maple trading card game.
What's that?
I was just gonna mention it and talk about how it was actually pretty cool.
Okay, let's do another half hour on the trading card.
All right, awesome.
Game.
Okay, so I went out like before Thanksgiving break, and you were joking?
Yeah, sure. Let's. No, I'm not joking. Go for it.
All right, so before break, we.
Where's my pillow?
What?
Where's my pillow? I'm just gonna take a little nappy poo. You go ahead. All
right,
don't let me stop you.
So all right, before Thanksgiving break, which was I don't know, November 16th, 18th, 20th, something like that. I went out and picked up a starter set of Maple Story trading card game, and the only reason I really picked it up was because I wanted to take a look through it to let you guys know what it's about, and also mostly because I got a discount because the place I work at got some in, and it's kind of cool. And so I was like,
you
hey,
lucky dog.
Discount. So, well, no, this was just a starter set. It comes with like one booster pack and some random cards, and most of it sucked. But regardless, the pictures on the cards are absolutely adorable. I love the red snail. I love just some of the random things on there. It's just cute. The flavor text, which is the little like random things that it says at the bottom in tiny print in the text boxes, if you guys have seen it, is also sometimes funny, sometimes cute, sometimes just irrelevant at all. Is irrelevant even a word?
Could be.
Possibly.
It is now.
But yeah, so looking at the rules, I know I said before that the game kind of sucked, and we did get an email saying that it doesn't suck, and he completely disagrees with me. But after looking through it again, it actually, I have to say it's more complicated than I gave it credit for. The game actually looks somewhat playable, and yeah, I'm actually gonna attempt to play it if I can actually find someone to play it with. And I'll let you guys know more about that if I actually do get a chance to play it. But other than that, the game looks decent. And the codes are kind of actually.
So what did you get? What did you get with your code?
Complete useless utterness.
Okay.
And by
Gotcha.
that I mean utter uselessness.
That too.
That too. Obviously it's late. We say that every time, but we always do it late. So you think they'd catch on by now? But didn't get anything worth getting really. The other thing,
Dude, hook me up with the white Versa Materia.
I didn't get
You
one.
gotta hook me
I
up.
didn't get one yet. I still have to go through some of these. All right. Well, okay. So
Okay.
the second part of the story was like last week sometime, a couple days ago. Our store got a shipment of these Maple Story booster packs in. But what happened is that the my manager took in the booster packs as a single item because he never heard of Maple Story and thought that like the fact that it said $3.99 on it didn't mean $3.99 for each booster pack, and for I don't know, some reason it had to do with like the way corporate prints labels, and the way they did it for this particular one was supposedly like not the right way or something, and so he took it in as one item. So I bought all 24 booster packs for $3.99 with my employee discount, so it came down to like $2.75 or something like that, and I was like a half.
And a certain employee did not inform them of that mistake.
No, of course
But
not.
in fact,
Of course not. No, it was my manager who did it. He like took it in, and I was staying right there, and he
That's
did
right.
it, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I see what
All
you're
right.
saying. Yeah, I was like, yeah, those boost packs, and I didn't say anything, and then he did it, and I was like, okay. And then he left that day at like 5, and I was closing till 8, and I bought him after he left. Yeah.
down upon them like a bird of prey.
It's cool. They're paying me
on-
crappily anyway.
There you go. I think it's justified
Exactly.
right there.
Completely. So yeah, basically
I
I've got
do the
nothing
same thing.
but useless etc. items, etc. items. But the thing is, like, you can't just buy one pack either. If you're thinking about buying them, just like buying a couple packs and being done with it just for the codes, it's not worth it, because you get like random etc. items that you need to make that are like part of materials you need to make like some of the special items, like the Stormcaster gloves or the Sirius cloak or
Right.
whatever. But you
Right.
need like 3 or 4 of the items to make them. So
Right. But you also each one of these things also needs a simulator manual.
no,
So you have
like
to make-
you take these things to Professor Foxwit, is that his name?
Right.
Something.
Or the Glimmerman, or one of the other guys.
John Barricade or something like that.
John Barricade, yes.
So yeah, you take them to them, and they take the ETC stuff that you need that you get from the ITC cards, and they give you a manual.
Okay.
So they provide the manual after you have the items, and then you take the manual down to Omega Sector to be properly translated or something like that, because it's in some kind of code words or something. And
Oh, really?
yeah, then once you take it to them, and someone in Omega Sector give it to the person in Omega Sector who asks you to go and get them like diamonds and gold plates and mithril plates and whatnot, and you come back with all the items, and they'll have successfully translated by then, and then they will give you or they translate the manual, ask you to find these items, come back, and they make it. They make the Sirius cloak or Stormcaster gloves or whatnot, based on instructions from the manual that you brought them or something like that.
Ah. Well, this is a way to get more traffic down to Omega Sector.
there's nothing in Omega Sector. Omega Sector
I
is
always-
just so out of the way, and you need like 4 scrolls to go up and down that giant tower, and it's just crazy.
I always liked it.
Because it's quiet and like
That's one of
you
the
don't get
reasons, yeah.
disturbed by people. Yeah, okay.
I kind of
guess
like
they're-
aliens too, so there you go.
Kill some aliens left and right. Are any of them good training places, by the way? Not for any of the higher levels, I presume. But
Yeah,
higher
I
levels,
always thought so. The bosses out at the
Uh-huh.
end, there's 2 roads going out of it. The bosses out at the end are good training.
Okay. All right. I'll have to check that out then.
And there's a couple of hotspots right there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Man, we already have like a list of hotspots that we need to make, along with all
Yeah,
the
we-
emails that people send with suggestions as
Right.
well. So
Don't think that we aren't keeping track of those, but we get
right,
lots
we
of
get
them.
we get the quest corners and the hotspots, and we take them when we need them, and we just go, and keep them coming though, because eventually we'll use them up, and then we'll be like,
Yeah, now what do we do?
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's awesome. But yeah, so all these Maple cards. The game itself is not as bad as I thought it was. Definitely doesn't rank up to as great as Magic the Gathering, but it's better than Pokemon cards in my opinion.
Hmm.
And possibly I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh at all actually, but I have seen it being played, and I'd say that this is slightly better than that as well. So it's
Cool.
not that bad of a game. I don't know if it'll actually stick, and if it's gonna stay, they're gonna have to release more items that you can actually get with these cards.
Well, can't you get the new pets too? You can get Porcupine and Black Bunny,
And the Blue Husky.
Blue Husky.
But
That's
the
it.
Black Bunny and Blue Husky, from what I hear, only lasts for 30 days.
Oh, that's
As
sad.
opposed to the 90 days that all other pets that you buy, and the Porcupine apparently lasts for 90 days as well, but it's considered more rare than the other two, I guess.
Okay.
But in my booster packs so far, or I've opened them, and I've gotten 3 Black Bunnies, so that'll make my 90
Nice.
days. Which will work out, so. And my pet is about to run out on December 11th, so it's like good timing too.
Oh no.
So I haven't cashed him in. So it'll come with time. It's cool. All right, so that was the little spiel on, and it was not half an hour. It was like 10 minutes.
It
Where's
sure
this supposed
seemed
to
like
run
a
away
half
with?
hour to me. Here I am going, being
Oh,
mean
man.
again.
Yeah, let's go to bed, Warez. You need your rest, and I don't.
That's
but
right.
I say
Before
I
I
do.
get grumpier yet.
I'm gonna go watch a movie.
You're kidding me. Go to sleep.
Why? I don't have class till like 12 hours from now.
Just
awesome
you
is
wait
that?
till you have to go. Just wait till you have to go into the real world, mister.
I know, but yeah, that's like a while away, so I'm good.
Okay, enjoy it while you got it.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh wait, I have homework to do in the morning. I gotta get up at like 8. Man. Oh well. All right. Well, I guess we're done then.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna go find my pillow.
gonna go like ice my throat.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Night, guys. Hey guys, Shravan here again. So we kind of realized that we completely forgot to talk about that party we were gonna throw, and I guess Warez was right when we said, we won't be thinking straight later. But I am done editing it as of right now. It is 11:50 on December 7th, 2007, which is a Friday. And so we decided to give you guys a week. Warez and I talked about it, and we had 4 or 5 days to talk about it because we recorded a while back. I know, right? I'm sorry about the delay again, guys. It's been a long week, and for both of us, Warez and myself. But anyway, so the party is going to be scheduled for December 14th, 2007. It is going to be at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 o'clock a.m. GMT. If you know your times better that way. So basically, it's gonna start then. It's gonna end. I don't know. Whenever. So create a character. If you don't have one already in Windia, and if you want to join us, raise it to level 10. I mean, you got a week to do it. Bring them over to Ludi, and you'll be good. And life will be good. And we'll throw a party, and it'll be awesome because we'll wreak havoc all over the place, or talk, or get some feedback from you guys, whatnot. It'd be cool to meet you guys anyway. Also, it's going to be thrown at Empty House number 2 in Ludibrium. Basically, if you go one screen left of Ludi and you see the guy with the toolbox, I think his name is Pi or something, but it's the second house. If you pass him and keep walking to the left, it's the second house you come across, and it should be somebody else's house, number 2, I think, or empty house. Not really sure which. You'll figure it out when you get there. It'll be the one with Warez and I in it, and probably a gazillion other people, hopefully. So yeah, we're hoping to make it a big gala and get to meet all you guys, and we'll just hang out for a while, and it'll be fun. So create a character if you don't got one, and if you do, bring them along. Anyway, see you guys later. Just wanted to bring that up. Bye-bye.